guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Abigail Wade, aka Chocolate Abby. And before I begin by saying anything, let me first say Happy New Year to you guys, because this is my first video for 2018. I know I have neglected you guys for almost a whole month, but I got a lot of stuff going on. For those of you who follow me on Instagram and Facebook, you guys know I have a very big family with a whole lot of kids, and I have been making wigs, and in addition to that I do makeup, I do hair, and of recent I've picked up some designing. So I have a whole bunch of stuff going on, but I'm very sorry for neglecting you guys, and I promise that throughout the rest of the year I am gonna make it up to you guys. So this video I'll be showing you guys how I created this look. It's a black smoky eye with a pop of green and a pop of gold. The green kind of came from the background because I was in the fabric store and I just saw this green sequins fabric, and it's kind of iridescent and it gives off a kind of a blue when you look at it. I don't know how it looks on camera, but yeah, it gives off a kind of blue. So I was so obsessed, so I decided to do a look inspired by this background behind me. And then I was on the beauty supply and I saw these nails, so these nails and the background inspired my look. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and for those of you who are looking and you're already gagging over my hair, I got this wig from Friday Night Hair, and I'll post the details in my next video after this one, so please stay tuned. I hope you guys liked the video. I did my brows off camera, and I'm gonna go ahead with this Saharan blush palette from Juvia's Place, and I'm going to apply this orange shade into my crease with a fluffy brush. I'm now going to add this pink shade just beneath the orange shade and just blend the two colors together. I'm now going to use Juvia's Place Magic Palette, and I'm using this blue shade, and I'm just going to add this blue shade into my crease, and I'm going to use a fluffy brush to blend the blue shade with the other two colors that I applied before, so that they can have a smooth transition into each other. Now I'm using my NYX Jumbo Pencil in Black Bean, and I'm just going to apply that onto my lid, and then I'm going to use a fluffy brush to just blend the harsh edges into the shadows that I used before. I'm now using this black eyeshadow, and I'm just going to pat this on top of the jumbo pencil, and I'm also going to blend this with a fluffy brush. Now I'm using the NYX glitter primer, and I'm going to apply this to my lids before I applied this really popping black glitter that I actually mixed with a bunch of other glitters to get this look that I wanted. I always remix my glitter whenever I buy them so that they can pop some more. I kind of add some other colors. I'm now going in with the jumbo pencil on my waterline. I did apply a little bit of concealer before I did that, but for some reason it was not recorded. I'm also going to apply all the shades that I applied on my lids. I'm going to apply that to the bottom of my eyes, just beneath my waterline. And I'm going to blend them all together so it can just look so perfect. Moving on, I'm going to apply some lashes. These are just random because I have a bunch of lashes that I reuse because I don't go anywhere, so when I finish my makeup I just put them up to use another time. Now I'm gonna move on to my regular highlight routine, which has not changed. I've been doing this forever. I did not apply any foundation. Sometimes I use foundation, sometimes I don't, because my skin is like really smooth. So I did not apply any foundation. I just went right ahead into applying the concealer, and I'm using LA Girl Pro Concealer in Fawn. So I usually use a damp beauty blender, but of recent I have been avoiding the damp beauty blender because I've noticed that my eyes, they have been running, and after watching a tutorial on YouTube, they said sometimes your eyes run because of the beauty blender. So I've been using a brush, and I've been using these little wedges to blend the concealer under my eyes and on my face. So this is what I'm doing right now. So I'm just gonna use the brush with little pattern motions to just make sure it's blending. Then I am gonna set under my eyes with my Sacha Buttercup powder. And I'm now using my Black Opal Stick Foundation in Suede Mocha, and I'm just going to apply this around my face and all the other areas that I want to be contoured. And I went ahead and I used the same brush that I applied my concealer with. I used that to blend because to me it's easier to blend with this brush when I'm trying to get like just around my baby hairs, because I don't want to get any makeup on the baby hairs. So this little brush helps me. So when I'm finished with like just around my baby hairs, I move on to a bigger brush to help finish up everything a little bit faster. I'm now contouring my nose with my Black Opal Stick Foundation in Suede Mocha and a brush, and I'm just blending everything together. I'm now gonna go and set my entire face with my Sacha Buttercup powder, focusing on the areas that I used my LA Girl Pro Concealer to highlight. I'm now applying this Urban Decay black pencil on my waterline because I didn't think that the black jumbo pencil made it dark enough, and I wanted it to be really dark. So I'm now applying my Urban Decay black pencil. I'm gonna use a fluffy brush to just blend the pencil out so it just doesn't sit there. Now I'm using my BH Cosmetics contour kit, and I am going in with the darkest shade, and I am using the darkest shade to contour all the areas that I applied my Black Opal Foundation in Suede Mocha. I am going to apply that to all those areas. I like to use the third shade in the middle, and I apply this just above the darker shade so it can be like a really blended and really transition into my highlight. So when I'm finished applying that, with the remainder of the product on the brush, I just dust away the excess powder from my face, and that way everything just blends together smoothly. I'm now using my NYX glitter primer again, and I'm going in with this gold shade, and I am going to apply that to the corners of my eyes. And there's also a green shade in this same palette. I am just going to blend the gold into some of the green to kind of make it match more with my background. I am using this brown shade from my Juvia's Place palette. I can't remember which one of which one of the palettes, but I'm going to put it in the description box below. But I like to use this brown shade as a blush. Now I am moving on, and I'm using my Nika K bronzer, and I'm just going to add that to my cheeks and my nose. And when I'm finished with that, I am going back to this gold shade that I'm kind of obsessed with right now, and I'm gonna add that on top of my highlight as well. Then of course I'm gonna set my entire face with my NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. I was in my beauty supply and I saw these Nika K, I think it was a matte velvet. They had this matte velvet lipsticks, and I just grabbed a bunch of the berry shades, and I decided to do an ombre lip with the berry shades and a pink gloss. I can't remember which company it was from, but I am gonna put everything in the description box below that I used to create this lip combo. I am a little out of focus, but basically I applied the darker shades on the outer portion of my lips, and then I applied the pink shade just in the center to give it that ombre effect. And that's basically how I achieved this look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to give me the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't as yet, leave your comments below, and share. See you guys in my next one. Bye!